Look, everyone, look at this. Look. Enzo is being racist. Can't believe Chelsea would have such people in their ranks. That can never be my player. That can never be my player. He wasn't even singing on the bus. Enzo, get Enzo. Everybody, look at Enzo. Weirdos. No, but no. You're weird. You're weird. Stop it. You're being weird. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for more Chelsea news. I'm sure you know what is it we're going to talk about in this video. It's been a hot topic for the past couple of days now, and we're going to get into it. I just need to get this bit of news out of the way, and yeah, soon enough we're going to get back into the main course. Now, with regards to transfers, there hasn't been that much activity throughout the past couple of weeks. There's only one player that we have confirmed to have signed, and that is Renato Vega from FC Basel. 21 years of age, plays as a centre back, and I'm actually not sure about the price. But yeah, this is a player that we have signed. He plays as a centre back but can be deployed in a multitude of positions. Can play left back with him being left footed, and also has the technical ability to play in midfield as a central defensive midfielder or just a central midfielder. And if you've seen some of his videos, you know that he's very technical. He has some skill. He's very good on the ball. And the fact that he can play in multiple positions makes him a good asset to have in the team. And this is a signing that I'm very happy that we made, given his ability, given his potential as well, and given the fact that he's at an age where he can come in and compete directly for a spot in the team. We are going to be playing in multiple competitions this week, so we actually need all the help we can get to be able to rest players, or God forbid, players get injured again. We have people who can come in and do the job. And with what we expect Enzo Maresca to do with the team, I think he'd fit in very well in the system. I'm sure people do have doubts about this signing. Why are we signing players from the Swiss League? Why are we signing players from teams like FC Basel? And to them I say that it's not always about where we sign the player from. We're not always going to get players from big teams such as your Real Madrids or your PSGs. PSG's cap. Teams of that caliber, you're not always going to find good players from those teams. This is actually about the player's ability and how he can be utilized within the team. And I think he has the capacity to go on and have a great career at the club and be remembered at the end of it all. So you guys, let me know what you think about this signing in the comments below. And with that out of the way, we can actually get into the meat of this video. A predicament surrounding Chelsea's very own Enzo Fernandez. This is a moment that sent like 40 Twitter on a frenzy. Enzo went on live a couple of days ago with the Argentinian players as they were celebrating their Copa America win. They were singing a song, and the words that they were singing were believed to have racist undertones. I'm not going to tell you what was said. If you've been on Twitter, you already know. If you don't know, go look on Twitter. And now when you actually get the translation, you'll think that actually this is something that we keep saying about them. Everyone keeps saying this about them every time an international tournament comes up. I'd also thought that it was the case of these words being impactful only in a certain vernacular. When you translate them in English, the words just lose their overall impact. Because now the people who understand the language are very adamant that these guys are really saying some offensive stuff. So initially I thought, okay, we should then investigate and clarify what is actually being said so that we can have all the facts and we move accordingly. Like, I know I already went to Twitter and I already called out the fact that if this is the case, then he should be called out. Now, something was pointed out to me recently that within the French team, the white players in the team, not all of them are inherently French. You know, Antoine Griezmann has Portuguese roots. The Hernandez brothers, Luca and Theo, are Spanish. Hugo Lloris has a Spanish father, you know. So these guys aren't inherently French themselves, and yet they are not mentioned in this song. Now, this tells us that this song was ultimately pointed at the black players. The black players were targeted with this song. And with that, you get your racial element. That's where the racist undertones lie. And that's how you find that, okay, this is, yes, this comes across maybe not racist, but xenophobic. You get me? So was Enzo rightfully called out? Yes, of course. Now that we know that, I'm not going to talk about how this is going to affect the mood in the dressing room and things are going to be awkward and things are going to have to be done, because that's already happening. The club has already issued a statement. Enzo has publicly apologized. As much as this is standard procedure, we can at least try to move on as the club. And I'm sure the issue with the players is going to be resolved internally as well. Now that that is that, and that is out of the way, I just want to talk about something. I want to point something out. I find it weird that Enzo is the one taking the heat for this whole thing when he was in a bus full of other players who were singing their lungs out. And I'm not seeing the same energy directed at those players. There was a bus full of players singing that song in celebration of winning a competition. We saw them. I can even point out a few for you. Cristiano Romero, Lisandro Martinez, Julian Alvarez, Alejandro Garnacho, Lautaro Martinez. Just to name a few. There were a lot of other players in that bus. And there's actually little to no evidence that supports the players that are said to have not been in a bus or they've taken a flight. So don't even try to absolve a player who plays for your club. That bus was full of players. They were all singing. If not all, then most. Something just could have been done. Something could have been done. So the fact that Enzo is the only one catching smoke for this incident tells me that this is a personal attack. This is just people trying to have a go at one of our players. Is it the fact that he's a Chelsea player? You must tell us. You guys must tell us. Because I think if we agree that whatever happened in that bus, whatever they did on that bus is wrong and it should be called out, then everyone should be held accountable. The fact that rival fans are trying to use this as a gotcha moment and trying to absolve players who play for the same country, who play for their clubs of this, because this song, it's talking about France. It's not a new song. It's not a new song. It's safe to assume that they've been singing this for 2 years, ever since they won the World Cup against France. Oh, even if they were not on that bus, they probably know that song. Happy it's Argentina, guys. We know their history. We know their history. Have you ever stopped to wonder why there's no trace of black people in Argentina, but you find people of color in South America, everywhere in South America, but Argentina? Have you ever not wondered? This is why this whole incident actually doesn't shock me. I'm actually just disappointed that, we have to call out things like this again. But you niggas trying your best to make this about Enzo being a Chelsea player and how could we have such people in our ranks, and I'm glad my player was not in that bus. You're weird. you're weird. When we're supposed to call out something that is wrong and hold the people responsible accountable, you people are busy trying to absolve your players, and that's just lame activity to me. On our side, we've already dealt with our player and will continue to deal with our player. And even going forward, we'll remember, we will not forget. But I expect the same energy. I expect the same energy for the other players who were involved in all of that. Now, it seems as if Argentina are going to react because the vice president of the country released a statement essentially just doubling down in support of the players. So we'll see what happens there. We know Argentina lose with their racism. And now if they know that they're going to have to acknowledge that this is actually not okay, they're probably going to apologize for a lot of other stuff as well. Hence you see them doubling down like this. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. So in conclusion, this is indefensible behavior. This is inexcusable. It is wrong. It is xenophobic, and it should be called out. And I expect everyone to be called out. Much as it is disappointing to keep calling things like these out, I'm going to keep doing that because personally, I've just come to expect this behavior like this from non-people of color everywhere in the world, especially whether you're in South America, whether you're in North America, whether you're in Europe, especially if you're in Europe, even my country, South Africa. It's just something you have to expect because we know their history and we know their ancestry, you know. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. You guys let me know your thoughts regarding everything in the comment sections below. This is a conversation that should be had. So let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Please, if you're new, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Keep it M.